Now think about the past. Think about those we learn about in Scripture, the races that they ran in life. Think about Abraham, for example. Abraham, he begins, if you will, in the Ur of the Chaldeans down there in the middle of this moon-worshipping, idol pagan city down there. He's a God-fearing man, evidently, down there with Lot and his family down there in that city. But did he have any idea at 74 years old that at 75 years old, God would say, you need to get up out of there and you need to go to land that I'm going to show you? Do you think he had an idea about that? But the idea of 75 years old, here's your race. You've just begun it. Begun. Is that the right? Begun? Some of you English people? Whatever it is, it was there. And so he's there in the Ur of the Chaldeans, and he's thinking, well, God told me to go, and I guess I'll go. He goes up to Haran. You know, his father dies up there, and some families stay up there, and he goes on the land of Canaan. Do you imagine if he knew where he was going to end up? I mean, he began his race in the idol-filled city of Ur at 75 years old, and then he ends up his race on the mountains of Moriah holding up a knife over Isaac. Would you have imagined that in Ur? We run the race. What's going to be the end of it? We can't imagine what God's going to do with us as we run this race. We can't imagine. Here I am in the Ur of the Chaldeans, and now I'm on Mount Moriah holding a knife over the promised son